Alright, we start. So what is this cup? The Airven 6 minutes challenge, in short A6MC. We play one track per environment. So we have 7 environments, that means 7 tracks. All of them are long and all of them are unknown, and we basically have only some short warm-ups where people join, but the warm-ups will be aborted early on, so nobody can really train too much from the map. In the warm-up, you can of course fly with Cam 7 a bit through it and see if you find already some interesting parts, but yeah, in the end you have only one run on each track and that counts. And yeah, it is, as I said, an unknown track, so you have to make sure that you don't crash too much and that you find a way everywhere instantly to get good positions, and need good positions in order to win this in the end. Earlier the average counted, but this is not the case anymore. Nowadays you want to just have also some first places, because they are more beneficial. We start with one of the most difficult environments for this cup, because on Bay everything is very fast paced. You can easily miss something. So, I believe we will start now. Maxi had a problem, he's just joining back to the server, maybe there will be one more. But maybe also not. No, there will be. That moment when I was... Alright, now focus on the signs and on the track. Hairpin. Right, down, right. I saw this jump. It's very difficult though. CP. Get into that tunnel. Tight left to the exit. And straight. That was my first time loss already. Oh, that was also confusing, man. Actually, this map is super confusing, even with the signs. There are some debates here. Yeah, wow. That's now already a bigger time loss. But I think that happened also to multiple people. At least I hope so, otherwise I have no chance to catch that up. Yeah, go forwards, car. Scheiße, Mann. It is so unclear. It is so absolutely unclear where to go on this map. Can I please? God, that's horrible. 17th. Okay, I need to slow down a bit in the sections. Ah! My god, that fucking flop mix. Let's get a better second half, I hope so. Because that's really, really bad so far. A good position would be easy on this track. But I had so many mistakes already and they were very time costly. So what comes now? A quarter pipe jump to the left. Interesting with that low speed. But yeah, it works. So blind, man. Ah, confusing. I was a bit afraid of jumping, but there was nowhere else to go. Ah, RIP. Why did I not jump directly from the complete left? Like, I always do the bad decision in those maps. Here I couldn't know that there is a sign. Like, usually I would jump the safe line and jump very much, but then I thought maybe there's a second jump, so maybe get it better. And then I have this bad respawn where it only really works barely to make it. That would have been my chance to catch up, instead I lose more. Yeah, I'm still on 17th. Interesting that this hasn't changed. You need to be so fast in reacting to succeed here. And I released. Oh, what is that HP? Oh, it's so long. Oh god. 20 years. I got overtaken by so many people. I can't believe it. There are so many right ahead of me. If I didn't go for that HP, I would have finished so much further up. Like, I would have been... Oh, around 11th, yeah. And when I released, I wasn't sure if I make it to the top, and I was already thinking, yeah, let's go into the quarter pipe, we'll be fine. But no, the finish is like then 20 seconds away. It's super nice. Man. Yeah, that was the worst position I ever got in an A6MC on a track. But literally every single part was the worst it could have been. It started all very nicely, then came this one jump, yeah, okay, but I made it, at least. But the first thing that was going wrong was somewhere here in the back. It was this. That was the first bigger respawn. I mean, it shows you a 2, but that it's so tight that already here is the edge. Because you have these nipples. And if you go around them, there is not much space. Naja, should have slowed down more. You never know, it's just blind, so you don't know what is coming up there. Yeah, and then here I saw go left. And then for a long time I thought you just do a chicane. Yeah, here was a left sign, I thought chicane, but yeah, didn't see that this is the case. This was in the third one. I was just then not concentrated in that moment. They could go into this. That it's such a tight left turn was also not so clear earlier, but I was not focused in that moment, so I don't know. Here I tried to focus back, and that was still fine. This block mix, yeah. Very nice, because you jump here, so you don't have ground contact for some time. And that you can't go outside. I first wanted to go outside. No, didn't realize that there are these stripes now in the middle of the track from that block mix. So I survived that part. I survived that. Yeah, this was now easy. This part, now we come to this thing. Yeah, I mean I survived it as well, but the ending was shit. At the end here. Here I lost a lot. Going to the left, to the right, also so early to the right, I had like no clue, it didn't see that. And I think actually you could have cutted it by going against a building and go over that wall, maybe. But yeah, I definitely lost time there. But then I lost time here as well. So, next blind part, but this is just going uphill. And now, yeah, this part. Ah, man. I really, at the first thought, I thought, yeah, let's go full left and save jump. And then I decided to do it maybe a bit faster, because I wasn't sure if there's another jump. You see it from here? You could think there's another jump. Yeah, and that was the worst decision ever. Yeah. Always I save, and here I decide to actually take it a bit more risky, and then I have that bad respawn. I actually thought I have to jump to the road or something to make this work. It was then so tight. Here also you don't see that there is a sign. At this moment I see, this is the platform, and suddenly there's a sign. I couldn't brake anymore for that. So everything that was able to kill me killed me. That's, it's always the same with these cups. Yeah, let's see if the other maps go better. Yes, that's the Team GL Orel. He's coming from United, and he is also very, very good in this kind of competition. So winning this, usually possible, but also they are lucky and hard. But today with Orel joining, it is just next level hard. Naja, next map is Rally. Rally is always difficult because it's not my best environment, especially not with my current pad that I use. And Rally is very easy to drive for most people. So you really need to be fast on it, because you don't really need to look so much ahead to see where to go on normal rally tracks. It might be of course different if you have some weird parts, something like this here, block mixed stuff, then and open field things where you might drive wrong for a moment, then it's of course different, and I see this map is definitely also a bit weird. But as long as just normal road driving, then good rally drivers will just drive well on it. Because you can see the corners mostly already before you go into. Now you don't have high walls that make a corner blind. Is really already go? Okay, now there's another restart. But I realized just now that I was 2 seconds behind someone else. I drove wrong. That's the reason. Good that I made cars on. It started a bit late for that. I answer later to the question, because this needs high focus now. I often see signs that don't really make sense for my current, or that are not meant to be there for my current track that I'm on. It's sometimes a bit annoying when you see signs from far back. Was a bit weird. Have I been in the tunnel already? Probably yes, but wasn't so familiar now for me. Nah. Ah! I should have used camera 3 there. Okay, that was also 5. Oh, not this! Oh, this is so unlucky, man. One corner that I see late and then you can't make the jump. I can't believe it. Like, rally is extremely close with everyone. If you have to respawn here, it's really shit. I lost so much now. I was on a decent position before. That sign was so diagonal. But literally, that was the only jump that could make you respawn, where it mattered. And then I actually also got stuck on the fence. Ah, it's incredible sometimes. It's 12 now, but super close. There's so many right beside. With this camera I have some experience now. No, this is where I came from. My mistake. So unclear, really. It is so unclear. There was a sign to the right before. That was so close behind me that I now drop all these positions back, and they are then close in front. This shows to the left. There's the finish. Yeah, nice. I dropped from 11 to 19 because of that shit. How was Cup of the Day? It was a very, very close race again. It was early on super close in Division 1. So yeah, the race here went really good until that jump. And it was so annoying. I came from here. It shows to the right. Okay, I go to the right. And then I see, of course, this road here. And this sign I did recognize a bit too late, because first, I mean, okay, this sign also shows it. It's just sometimes I look at the road, yeah, and I see this road first. And I realize it a tiny bit too late, and this turn here is also tightening. So you can't just keep your speed, you have to brake, no? And then one single jump where it actually mattered. But why the fuck did it not work afterwards with this jump? Why was I jumping not long enough? And that I actually exactly jumped against this and dropped back. I also was on my side there, and oh, incredible how much I lost there. And then I want to see that other part where I just drove wrong, which is here. Wait. Here. Here you have a sign which indicates to the right. Okay, it's making a right, left. I mean, how early did I see that sign? I only remember that showed a bit to the right, and then I wasn't sure if I have to go here, but I also felt like I was here already. It was not completely clear for me. But my main aim is to win one track at least. On rally that was very unlikely anyway, but winning one track would be good. But yeah, I dropped so many positions because of that end. And here, yeah, that was dumb for me. That was my mistake. Because I jumped into this. I wasn't sure anymore. When I was driving back, I knew, okay, now we have to go somewhere else where we weren't before. And then I thought like, oh, maybe you have to transition out. And I was just past the sign up here. I just couldn't see it anymore, but I saw that CP and then I thought, oh, maybe I should have gone there. But no, was dumb. Should have looked earlier, there was actually the sign block mixed into. But yeah, hard to focus on the signs all the time. I often lose the focus on the signs at some point. It's just this whole map here block mixed everything, and then you have basically things that you never saw before. Here it shows slow with media tracker, and they actually didn't need to go that slow. It was also a bit weird. And that is, I think, right before the jump that I did make. It's just when you have a look here, you see so many signs everywhere. I mean, on this part now he's on the edge of the track, so he sees only the signs that matter for him. But when he comes back now, you see also this sign with a straight arrow down. Of course you see it from the back at this moment, but generally I had the feeling you see way too many signs, but it's very difficult in rally to avoid that. Because you don't have platform blocks that would block the side, the view completely. You can't just also put things into the air. And then it just happens that you always see other signs as well. Okay, I can forget to win this overall. This is not possible anymore. Even top 3 is basically not possible anymore. Usually I'm here with consistent, decent results. And then I have a chance for the top places. But I was missing map victory so far. But yeah, now I can just go for the map victories, to be honest. Stadium is of course always the best chance to achieve that, but now Orel is here, and Roa of course, but yeah, we will see. Island also has chances because maps are often weird, but it's not my favorite environment, of course. We see already how it starts. It's something else with Island sometimes. Is that the finish? Yeah, it is. So you want to break at the end. Yeah, let's go and hope that it works. Actually, I shouldn't have gone PF. We can just cut this. Someone must have done it. But now focus. No. I was very surprised. About that one drift. I was really unsure there, but I did the correct decision. It was so unclear that there was this downhill coming. When you don't drive, or when you don't play this game with very good graphic settings, then also it does not really look too great here in Island especially. This is really difficult to play. Because it's not really sharp, the edges and stuff. I lost so much time with that one release. Ah. No. Wow, I'm still fourth. Fourth place. With that huge mistake. Wow! I can't believe it. Probably not fourth anymore. I mean, I still think I could actually win something at the end. because they might not have seen the finish. But but I shouldn't get a too big distance to them. To finish. From 6th to... Yes! Yes, baby! I won it! Ah. But then I was only 8 seconds behind, and I had this silly respawn here also. I was almost first even without that end. Surprising, because my run wasn't now that good. But I really thought that someone else also saw it. But yeah, I had all the time that feeling, yeah, I will win positions at the end, so just stay close to them. But that I was even the only one, and there was such a big gap. Like, does the other finish from the people that were 8 seconds in front of me, does it really cost so much time? Because it's quite a fast section. So I've got my map win, yay! Let's get 4 more. But even if I win now all the maps, I would probably not win in total, because that 20th and that 19th place, they were just so bad. Like, if you take the average position, you still have me then sitting here with 40. If you sum up all my positions, you end up at 40. And if you add up Orel's position, you end up at 11. So he is basically 29 positions better than me currently. Grafowski lost a lot of positions. 21st, Black at 20th. So we come up to snow. Snow is one of the most difficult environments for this kind of competition. What is that? Can't be middle, I think. Confusing, confusing. Aha. Tight. Many tunnels. Let's see the start. Interesting transition. I first wanted to go up that block. Okay, let's go. Oh. Typical. Was so good to start. But these hairpins really come out of nowhere. Seventeenth only. Just because of that one crash, because the rest was decent. Ah! Man, so many chip baits. And I go into every single trap. This is incredible. Woo! Yeah, of course. Ah, this was so late to see. Like, who would expect that transition? Yeah, seemingly more people than myself. And then just right before that happened, I told to myself, Marius, focus on the signs. Look at the signs. Well, here I at least know what to do. There's a pole. Oh no, 19th, wow. Look at the signs, look ahead, and then still instant this happened. It was like the first sign that I did not look at. And instant punished by a respawn. I'm already 23 seconds behind first. It's going so bad today, apart from that victory on the island. So now we come to the part that I actually had to look at. So I could react on not being middle there. Because I think you could crash. I think. Yeah, I know that this comes. And no brake. Using it as roof width. I'm 12. And I also won 3 seconds on first in that part. Ah, this is incredible. I get ship bait. This is so slow, this respawn as well. I lose so much. Oh no. Really. I saw that and thought, oh, a transition. I have to go up. I don't know why. But I really thought I have to do that. Look how much I lost. Actually, I didn't lose to first place. What? So was I not the only one in that case? But I dropped 6 positions, obviously. How did I not lose to first place? That's crazy. I thought now, yeah, look, over 30 seconds. But no. There must have been one person really far ahead and did the same mistake. Also nice. I have no speed now. Oof. Then, could have been straight as well. I dropped so much speed, however, now. Still, I won to first place. Like, these races are really not good anymore. On the first 2 maps, they have been decent. But now, people are really slow. Like, the winning times are really slow. Me winning on island, but you saw the amount of mistakes I had. And this is also not fast. Whoever wins here is kinda lucky. Holy moly. It braked so much and now I have no speed for that whole section. It's a bit annoying. Oh, this is the finish. 11th. Aurel wins it, actually. So I lost 10 seconds at that one spot, but won a second to first. Interesting. I mean, under 17 seconds in the end behind. I caught up so much to first without driving that too well. Hoa says, I crashed the wall right, hit the pole at the exit, which was so close for me as well, and then at the end there was a freeway to cuck me even more. But yeah, for me it's just, I don't know if the mapper can actually do something different. It is just so weird for me. This was right after the part that I looked with Cam 7. So if I just looked after this tunnel, I would have seen it. But yeah, I see the sign. No, I go to the right. So, and then I see this. This block ends, and here is also such a nice bank corner. And I don't know why, but in that moment I have to decide so quickly as well if I steer to the left in order to make that jump or if I keep right. And I don't know. I saw that platform and I instantly thought, okay, let's steer to the left, but it's too late to save it for the right. I can't do it.
Bussy.
Oh, Lampiro with a sub as well. Thank you. Yeah, the respawn was then here. No. Next checkpoint is there, so I had to do all this stuff again. That was really slow and cost me a lot of positions. I mean, I ended up in 11th and I would have been definitely 7th, probably 6th, alone with that mistake. Less. But yeah, those mistakes happen so often to me and I don't really know what to do against that, because it was just a situation where I have to decide very quickly what to do. But yeah, it would be really weird that the map should jump up there. And then I lost here a bit of speed, but there are boosters, so that was not too bad. Yeah, then here this part. No, that was actually a different part where I twice bonked at the downhill. Ah, we are already done. So, Coast is the next one, and then still missing Desert and Stadium. Aurel is on a good way to win this because first and second places have some point advantage over the other positions where you basically would just need to have a good average. So between the most positions here there's 1 point difference for the ending results. But the first places get more. But not the points that you just see here at the end of the map. That's not the points you get. They have an own point system. Yeah, for a long time it was 1 point between every position, so also between first and second, but now they changed it to, I don't know, 5 points between first and second and 3 points between second and third or something. So there is actually, it's very crucial to win. So my first place also puts me much more up than I usually would be now. So is there something special here on this map? Here it's all a bit blind, but you have here an off-road part, tight corners. That finish. I see some Monka W finish. Where is that finish? I see it here. It's fast. And here's the last checkpoint, okay. Naja, good. There's nothing too special with it then. I see here, boost, then you jump, land here, you have to go tight around the corner. Then go to the left. There is a lot of off-road stuff, so you don't really know the turns then too much. Okay, so we begin with this part here. Let's go. Coast is usually an environment where I have chances, but in the previous A6MCs I was very unlucky on it. Was tight. Now I don't know how tight that will be. Of course, this is so typical. Really, this is incredible. I for once decide to go outside, and it's the only time it is really bad. It's I lost so much time. Like, how crucial is that? Yeah, the whole track is easy, 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 and you just need to follow the way. And then comes this, and exactly that part I drive wrong. And you couldn't know that. It was absolutely unclear that this was not fine. My god, it's incredible. Like, already now I have no chance to win. No chance. If there's not this stupid part where I'm the lucky guy that gets it, but very unlikely that I would get it and others don't when I go into every trap. Oh man, yeah, this would have been a chance to catch up. But I realized that too late. You don't even need the pipe to jump, you can just... But as I said, I go into every trap. Especially with this card, it costs so much time. But let's refocus. And get the rest good at least. I'm on 9th place. My start was very good. Until that first thing that cost me everything, it was really good start. I was probably even in first. I almost was too far left in that jump. Like, how could you have known that there's an obstacle? I decided too late to wall ride that. Right? Wrong decision. I shouldn't wall ride so much. I saw a long left corner coming up. You can quest like that, yeah. You can also not do it. I'll make up a few positions. I'm only 10 seconds behind first. Maybe someone fucked up there. I'm still 7th. Map will not be too long anymore. Ghost is an area where everyone tries the same pace through the corners. So it's very difficult to catch up. Everyone tries it completely the same, so this is why it's so important. And now we go to the finish. This is why it's so important that you don't respawn. I actually lost the place? Like how? Or maybe I was never 7th, it just shows you when you're close. And Aurel wins again. But yeah, I mean, I lost really everything in those two parts. I would be up there with Aurel and Phil. but this was this part here, I believe. No? So you have yeah, here came out of the wall right here, or half pipe. And I felt really good at this point. I got this nicely, I also got that chicane very good. And then I really wanted to go for exit speed, I got that so nice. Yeah, and when you're here, yeah, I first thought, oh shit, no, I can't make this. And I expected it to be diagonal, like here, going like this. And that I could also just take the 90-degree corner on the outside. This is what I expected, no? When I went around the corner and saw, nah, I might not make it before the aisle. But then, when it was too late, I realized I have to go here. Like, this is just a debate that this is outside. No? If you wouldn't place that outside street there, then I would see the wall here, and then I would know that I have to release instantly. But he debates completely, yeah? And if you now, for example, get really a bad drift here, or you get a drift, or you get this really slow, then you will be the lucky one that actually sees this early enough. But I couldn't do something. And then I go like outside here, and then also to the right uphill, it's so slow. Yeah. And afterwards I lost a bit of time of it, and then came this half pipe jump where I lost time. That was everything. It was basically decided by those two things. We enter the stadium, it seems like. Here will be another time on off-road. Off-road is always interesting because there everything could happen. Could go anywhere. What is this? Come here and then you go just there. And this is something else later or what? Huh. Here's the finish. Up that hill. Look. Wait, I want to see that end. Ach, yeah, okay, I see. So you actually don't drive up instant. Ah, here we drive this part of the track. Now I see, okay. Oh, Prince Tambi with a raid, thank you. Hello. Okay, let's go. So here checkpoint. Now slow. Catching the boost. Does not have really all the range, is scheiße. I decided wrong. This was a quarter pipe jump. And really punishing if you don't do it. And I looked with cam 7 exactly from this point on. Shit. I looked with cam 7 from this point on. I'm 4 seconds behind the first place, but I'm on 6, so actually many people missed that. Or some tried and failed it. Of course that can also happen, and I think the respawn would have been far off. So maybe they are fucked. Maybe save was actually not too bad. We will see. Okay, I thought of a quarter pipe jump. So yeah, I wanted to say Desert can go really good and also really bad. There's everything possible. I mean, I also get easily debated here on many parts, often. But in theory, I feel good on first tries on desert. Now we are on the bottom where you usually cannot go to without block mix. Oh, I somehow made it. Okay, that's interesting. So often it's blind for Cam 1. It's crazy. Oh! Yeah, I'm not sure if that's correct or not. There was also on the left something, I felt like. Like there was the sign and there was something at the left. So I can only hope that this is correct. Shows me 7th with 7 seconds behind. But that was good, that I made this instant. Was also good. I was a bit lucky that it continued there. What the fuck? How would you expect such a tight corner? Nice landing. I had exactly the wrong speed, as usual. I don't know how I make that. Always exactly wrong, so we come to the end now. I actually could have cut to the left here, because I knew that we go to here. Not sure if it's possible though. It's risky to go for it, but I could have done. La. Yeah, I end up on 5th pretty easily. And there was a gap to 4th. I mean, if you go here, you can actually go onto this, yeah, I mean you can definitely jump to the left. Ah, you don't even need to go here. You can just jump here and turn your car. You have no speed afterwards, but it would be still a bit faster, but not so much. I think I wouldn't have won a position. So Grafowski under 6 minutes. Maxi slightly above Aurel in third. So yeah, decent for me. It was basically just that, where did I lose time? Yeah, mainly at the start, of course. Might be that one of those actually made it. So how was it looking before when we approached that section? Did we come from, from where did we come from? Did we come from here? Yeah, okay. This was the start, the helix, no? Then we went downhill here, then diagonal here to the left, and then I saw this. The problem is, of course, that when you steer here to the left, that you will be on the right side of the road. And then you have just not the angle to make the jump. So if you want to do that quarter pipe jump, you basically have to drive this corner differently in order to make it. And I could have, of course, at least went maybe over that water into this corner. Naja, it wasn't too bad though. I was still on a good position afterwards. It's better than failing. And afterwards, I don't remember. I think there was 1 second thing where I lost a bit of time, but yeah, here, that it can directly go to the left. I first thought it's a quarter pipe jump, but yeah. This was also a time loss. Afterwards, nothing too special happened on this map, to be honest. It was pretty straightforward. There were some interesting parts coming up where we were in that hole. Here I decided the wrong exit, so I had not the best exit speed, but that is just minor stuff. Yeah, exactly that blind part here. And now we went into this. And I mean, I didn't crash here, so it was decent. Yeah, there was something coming, however, at this point. This here, no? I go to the downhill, I see the checkpoint and I see the exit at this point, no? And I aim for that. And then suddenly, this is such a tight corner, no? And then I do the worst that you can do. I basically decide to go left with a drift and having no speed. It would have been better to just go here and take that boost. But no, I went here, then I had no speed and this jump is coming up, like right before the jump, no? So really typical, but I somehow made it over. And also went over these things without problems. I was lucky that I did not have to respawn there. But still a typical time loss, and if I wouldn't have made the jump, it would have been so typical. Yeah, but overall, there was not much happening. Yeah, this part, yeah. So there is just a sign and a pole. Yeah, I wanted to see this. I mean, this sign here is completely blocked. Like, how would you read that sign? Yeah, how would you read that? And then it's open to the left. And when you have an ending street and it's so open here, then you would think that this goes to the off-road. You also had the correct line for it. You go diagonal through this, and then you think, yeah, to the left. And suddenly I see that sign. And then of course this rock is in the way, so yeah, good that it still worked like this and I actually had a smooth jump. but I was still not sure if here was a checkpoint because I saw a bit of these poles. Yeah, very confusing. There's always these sections. On every single track I have such an experience. Every single time it happens. Ah yeah, and then this part. Where we had to jump out. Here. So what did we see? Ah, there is a hairpin sign. Yeah, I only recognized that it goes to the right. But that it's so tight. No, I definitely lost time because I went till here and then had to go a bit back. But yeah, 5th place is decent. It's pretty decent. So, and now we go to the last map. It will be Stadium. It is theoretically the best chance. Often the Stadium maps will be multi-lap because it lacks too much if you fill a 6 minutes track also with decoration and stuff. So sometimes we don't have much decoration, makes it easier to see the way. And often we do multi-lap. here in Trackmania United or Nations Forever. Of course, Stadium is always the biggest chance for me, but we have some other very good Stadium players on the server. So it's quite tough to actually be successful on it. And yeah, it's also similar. One mistake and you have often no chance anymore. But yeah, you see what this map is about. Often the Stadium maps are very weird. I see a finish. It's not a multi-lap. Yeah, this is huge, this map. So we have here, this is a bit, yeah, okay, it's like this. And what do you do here? You just jump, right? Do you just jump? Does it continue here? No. Yeah, now I'm already confused. So you go here, no? Ah wait, no, you come from the other direction. Ah, that's the thing. You come from the other direction. Is there something that is worth to look at? It's a bit of grass. From where is that just some random finish, or do you come somewhere from? I don't know. But yeah, we will just try. Ah, here look, the start already goes onto the side of the stadium. That could be a map from myself with such a start. Alright. Yes, this is the last one, the last environment. Lags a little bit, this map, for me. I actually can't wait to play United on my streaming PC. When I have a good graphic card. Hopefully it would be not that laggy anymore then. Like literally. This was probably the only part in the track where you could bonk. And it had to be blind, of course. Like whenever there's something blind, I get caught. It's crazy. I also went the wrong way here. So much block mix again. Almost overshot the preview. Maybe you can do that everywhere. Yeah, that checkmate was confusing me a little bit. Did it stick through the wall? No way! What was that bug at the jump? Like literally everything that could go wrong goes wrong. And it's difficult to try faster even than the non-stadium players. Because when you don't know how much tightening the next corner will do, it's just tough. Okay, that was good that I made it first try. So now we come to that part that I've seen. But yeah, interesting part there, it's really well built. Man. Every trap and Marius goes into. So and the whole rest is just driving easily. I wasn't sure for when the sign actually was counting. Okay. That was unclear if it goes to the left or right, it just went with the flow. In that case it was the correct decision. Now the map gets a little bit crazy here. Important that you get the jump. Ah! Oh. And it is second by 2/10. Ah! And I touched that last hole there. Damn it. And I have a 7 seconds lead to third. Like, how is it actually that much spread away? But yeah, I made the speed checks at the end. That was really good for me, I think. Might have overtaken a few people there. And this blind part here was also very good. Here he went. Ah, there is actually a sign. Like, I never saw that sign. I just recognized there is a sign. Here's that part. So from here you can't see the sign, you still can't see the, like, look at that sign. At this point you have to decide if you go left or right. You see it here when it's too late. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, but in this part I really won positions or won time. Definitely. Then this jump here, yeah, and this turn was important to get good, because you needed to over jump here, because if you're not fast enough and you land here, you drop a lot of speed. And then this, here is a warning, but of course I only expect the pole. Like, how would you expect that there is a whole block mixed into the pole? Yeah, and that was exactly the same shit. And if I didn't land here in the hole and got a slowdown, I would have won. I mean, this is the last corner here. I would have won that. Ah, it's so stupid. That's not the only hole. Here was the second one. It's actually both holes are... Oh, no, I think that one I saw. Oh, did I? No, I actually clipped it. Yeah, I clipped that hole. Because I was also here, and in the tech turn I see, oh, danger, there is a pole. Okay, alright. And then I went here over this edge. Yeah. So it was the same part, basically. Yeah, and this is just a random. We hear a lot of random finishes, but the real finish is still very fast. But I have to say, this finish here is not far away. It's not far away, and this one also not far away. But in this case, the real finish here is the best one. I mean, you could snipe in there, but that's definitely difficult. Like, if you knew that beforehand, because I was going very close here, or I actually wasn't that close, but still not far enough to the right that I would make that angle. But if you knew it, you could of course go a bit wider and turn, but you wouldn't win a lot. Definitely not a lot. I mean, I went a bit wider on the crest because I expected that we drive a whole round like a whole lap around the stadium. Because I saw that finish, which was at the start on the bottom on the crest, and I saw that we were just driving away from it. For a moment I thought maybe it is better to turn around and take that finish. Yeah, maybe that's the trick. But luckily I kept just driving. And I thought that we make then several turns outside and then finish where we are basically coming from. But yeah, it was just... I expected a longer left turn on the crest. That's why I went a bit to the right. But yeah, it was not far enough to the right to get that earlier finish. That wouldn't have worked out. Yeah, it was a weird A6MC. Usually I have the consistent positions, but this time I had a first and a second place. And then also Desert with 5th place was pretty decent. But I also had a 20th, a 90th, a 17th place, so I was really that was really different. The snow was also still okayish. That first and second place will definitely boost me a bit in the rankings later. We have to wait when they come out. But yeah, winning it was difficult because Aurel won I think 3 maps out of 7, and his worst position is 4th. And Maxi was very consistent as well. Maxi was bad on the first 2 tracks where he was just 7th or something, but this was his worst result. In the other maps he was always 4th or 3rd, once also 2nd. But he was missing the big points a little bit, but I guess that overall he's probably ending up in 2nd place. So Maxi basically had the positions that I usually have. Not winning a track, but always up there somewhere in the good positions. But yeah, it's more random here, of course, to be consistent in this cup.